if any country will steal anybody's natural resources, it's gonna be with the permission of that government. Now no get sense. Now how long will go take to move for Nigeria? All politicians don't know say na foolish. Now no get sense. Now why they always play on our brain? How can somebody come from another country and enter another man's country and be stealing their natural resources without the approval of that government? How is it possible?
And then again, some people in Nigeria are saying that Trump is after our resources, whereas we know those that are busy illegally mining our resources. Those are the Chinese, because there are a lot of exposure, because there are many headlines and reactions. This one said that how Chinese are funding terrorist groups to gain access to mineral resources in Nigeria. Someone also said that now it all makes sense why China wants the USA, because they've been busy arming bandits and protecting their illegal mining interests in Nigeria. Of course, defending Christians' life suddenly becomes interference when their own pockets are at stake. Hypocrisy really deserves an award. Son also said China is part of the insecurity crisis in Nigeria. They profit from illegal mining, and armed groups protect those mining fields. Our politicians know this. They allow this. They benefited from it. Now, China wants to speak against the US for calling out Christians' killings in Nigeria. The hypocrisy is insane. Nigeria didn't fall. It was Ocean. And also Oshimole have come out to also expose how Nigeria have been linked to China and how China have also been the one that are illegally mining our coin, and the government are fully aware. So first of all, take a listen at what Oshimole said and then watch the rest of the video.
Those involved in this illegal mining, they use choppers. They procure arms exactly the same way as our military were doing in the South. They give them arms. They use choppers to come and cut away the gold. And they take them out of this country and make billions of US dollars. And the federal government is not doing what it should be doing. I took this letter to the former president when I was national chairman of APC. And I said, call the general to give you more brief. In fact, what is happening, or what subsequently happened in that part of the country, was exactly what the general told me was going to happen. Because these guys have been weaponized by the illegal big men who deploy them, secure territories, and the weapon is meant to protect the Chinese and other foreigners who they actually employ to carry out the mining. And on occasion, they use the same weapon to carry out banditry, kidnapping, and all of the terrible things that are going on. Chief of Committee Chairman of Defense Staff, tell the defense I said so. That with some retired military officers, army officers are involved in it. The day we can't tell the truth, this country cannot flourish. We can't change our, when it affects our people, we are at our best. We talk strong. Some other people appear to be above the law. That is what is going on with solid mineral. It is not that we don't know where it is. We have a whole survey of where we have what across the length and breadth of Nigeria. We also know, everybody complaining about certain people from certain nationalities. How they got here, even as we are talking now, they are doing those illegal mining. And those guys are getting richer when Nigeria State is getting poorer. But we carry the consequences of banditry, kidnapping, and other thing, which these on illegal armed men, which they equip. Sir, who can afford to buy a chopper to land in an illegal mining site, cut away gold, return to Sediti, and then on the way to airport, bam, take them out of the country? This is happening. So I agree with you, but my position is that we shouldn't, as senators, be lamenting. As senators, we should fix the problem. We should tell the executive, you must deploy exactly the same force that you deploy against illegal oil bunkering. That same force should be deployed to deal with criminals who are money. When I say criminal, he can be a retired general, he can be a retired permanent secretary, he can be a retired trade unionist or a retired labor leader. Whoever is involved, they should be dealt with. Let Nigeria see that we are not condoning this. We are not lamenting what is going on. You know, when you have a country of people who are above the law because they are supposed to have served the country, they have retired, and now the
U.S. Army strong. U.S. Army strong. U.S. Army strong. The number one in the world. The greatest thing what happened to me now is I joined the U.S. Army in my 20s. I left Nigeria in my 20s. U.S. Army strong. Grace for the shadow. Grace for the shadow. Nobody fit check am. Nobody fit check am. And they see all na celebrities and some of na, you know, some of na pastors. Now they talk rubbish. Now they talk rubbish. Say number one, make a first start from this place. In a talk say na now. USA can't like America. Say now USA can't like America. Say USA don't like America. Number one, go and check fact. I don't say most of na for Nigeria na be mumu. Now why look I come out there when in my 20s, early 20s, because I don't say most of na be mumu for there. Now what's the top for man? Now maths na they always talk. In a thought say USA don't like Nigeria. Say now they just like Nigeria. Say una don't say Nigeria now he get the highest population of Africans for USA, and USA don't like Nigeria. Go and check, because now the check record, now no get sense. All now do now to cruise. We don't know say na cruise Nigeria did for no sense. Just come cash cruise online, nobody get sense. After 3 days, they don't forget, they don't move on. Anywhere the left is fans, now no get sense. Now one na president, all na leaders, then they chop na head, now no get sense, because they know so most of them no get sense. Now 10 kilo by me when I get. Let it all get happen. All happen, they kill many people, they like say na AI. Say no happen, now no get sense. No brain. I always thank God say I joined the greatest force. Covered by the greatest force. They don't bought anybody papa mama wear. Up on top of my own lyrical head. Now thought say US no like America. USA no like Nigeria. Now Nigeria plenty past America. Go and check your record. I don't just talk like you or who say I don't get sense. I need to do research. Now Nigerians plenty pass for Yankee among all the old Africans. But USA don't like Nigerians. But now Nigeria plenty pass. Number two, you're not gonna spread the yaya rumor. They see all those the buruku portable, all those idiots, Mr. Jollof, all those gay when you get sense. When they said all of them don't try to apply for American visa. They don't give that Jollof. The portable don't beg for American visa more than 25 times before they can't give them the 26th time. All those gay, they don't go US embassy, they deny them. They're plenty like that. And at the end of the day, now America they still can't settle down. They call the big party with their old age. And all the buruku. Now Yankee they save all of them life. Nobody. But now this same Yankee I thought say no like now. Now this same Yankee that they come. When say all of that they use do last hope. All na celebrities. If the life don't spoil for Nigeria, now don't fall off. Now Yankee na go come the big party. We are the always talk. Evidence yakpa. I save him. Mr. Jollof don't go US embassy more than 5,000 times. They don't give him visa. Only buruku. He can't talk to now America like Nigeria. Nigerians now plenty pass for America among the old Africans. And US don't like Nigeria. Number two, in a thought say if USA go any country, say any country where they enter, they always scatter. Now lie, now no get sense. Now they do now research. Now only Brooklyn be most of now. Now why I jack in my 20s? Now I can't join the greatest force, which I'm always happy. Fake army where they pop, he pain them. You understand? He pain them. US Army to gara fake army. In a thought say US Army, then they go anywhere where they go, say that they always make sure say the country no progress again. Now the Lori Buruku. Make account the numbers of country where US Army day, where the country still progress. We have a base in Poland. Poland is still progressing. US Army is in Poland right now as I'm talking. US Army is in Germany. Why their country? Why we not steal their natural resources? They are coming to steal our natural resources. And any country where they go. How can you come from one country and be stealing somebody's natural resources? How is it possible? If any country will steal anybody's natural resources, it's gonna be with the permission of that government. Now no get sense. Now how long will go take to move for Nigeria? All politicians don't know say now foolish. Now no get sense. Now why they always play on our brain? How can somebody come from another country and enter another man's country and be stealing their natural resources without the approval of that government? How is it possible? It's not possible. So if at all, if any country will even want to steal anybody's natural resources, it's with the permission of Naoga. So it's not possible, which is a lie. Only in Burundi, now go talk to any country where US go, they progress. Libyans are the one that killed Gaddafi themselves. It's not America. America has nothing to do. Show us your evidence. Because you all are entering my DMs. Some people are entering my DMs. This and that. Don't come. Oh. Mr. Trump is not telling, Mr. President is not telling us to go to, they not tell US Army to go to Nigeria to go kill, it's not to kill anybody. It's for peacekeeping. They are not going to Nigeria to fight innocent soul. What Mr. Trump was talking about, Mr. President is talking about, is that they should stop killing of the Christians. And the Christians could be anybody. Because if they come for peacekeeping, it's everybody they will protect. Because nobody say they go right now for anybody and say this one a Christian, this one a Muslim. Mr. President don't need any of your natural resources. We have everything in America. That is why all of them they come America. And the country we are fighting for, that's why we stand for America, because that's the country I'm fighting for. So all of Nigeria British, Nigeria, they come the Big Party, all them Dr. Seed. All of them, they plenty. Today is not the day where J1, all of them, the day after their career don't crash for Nigeria. Nigeria, they come. All of them, in America, they come. Why they don't go another country? But in America won't come to your natural resources, but all of them won't come to America. And I don't say that they're mad. The whole world wants to come to America. The country be defended by the Marines and the US Army. All of them won't come. Thief. But you all will be talking shit about America. And I go talk to America is the one sponsoring all those kidnapping, terrorism in the world. Where's the evidence? Where is your evidence? Why all of them they come America to survive, to come do paper? And you know the Buruku, LSC. We have a base in Poland. Why we not see the natural resources? We have a base in Germany. We have US Army went to Afghanistan to work with security forces of Afghanistan to fight against Taliban. They didn't go there to fight Afghanistan. They went there to fight Taliban that are fighting Afghanistan. And we left Afghanistan because we spent too much money in Afghanistan. We lost like 1,000 soldiers. Taliban that died, there are over 100,000. Taliban's way pay for Afghanistan is over 100,000. Go and check. We only lost 1,000 soldiers or thereabouts. So US Army is the number one. There's nothing like we left. We ran away from Afghanistan. We didn't run. We left Afghanistan because we were there to help their security forces. And we are paying too much money. It's not like all those idiot soldiers that doesn't know anything. Like this one that is following, where they follow Portable Talk. We don't know anything about. See as they follow Portable Talk. See person they follow Portable Talk. This one, like Mumu like this. See. See as they follow Portable Talk. No get energy. See soldier. We're supposed to position Portable. We're supposed to basic pay. This one don't know anything about army. You don't know anything about me. Forget in rank. See as they talk. We're supposed to, I don't feel talk people they talk because there is action. Now we don't go be army. We get action. Anywhere we went, people they fear us. We know the history. USA Army didn't go to Afghanistan to steal their natural resources. We went there to support these Afghanistan security forces to fight the Taliban. And they were able to, to bring down US Army of like 1,000 soldiers thereabout. Taliban were pay for this over 100,000 when we dropped. We left Afghanistan. We didn't run away in Afghanistan. We left there because we spent too much money there. We have all our big planes there. Mobility command, air mobility command, everything we come out for there. All this one don't know anything about army. All our equipment, we even left some because we are wasting money there, over billions of dollars. That was why we left. We didn't run away in Afghanistan. They know. We not in Afghanistan. Taliban were fight Afghanistan. We didn't go there to fight Afghanistanis. We went there to fight Taliban, to help Afghanistan security forces. Any country where you see Americans going there, we are going there to help their security forces to stop ISIS. We are not going there to fight them because you people don't have sense. We are not going to fight any countries. Most people who join me, they don't know anything. They just join me. Most Nigerians who join me, they just join me because of paper. They don't know anything about the army. Now we don't go be army. Now we they represent army. Those ones don't know anything about army. We have base in Germany. We have base in Poland. We have base in Kuwait. Up to now, why we not see the natural resources? We have base in everywhere. Iraq. Till we just never. Why we not see the natural resources in Iraq? We have base in Jordan. Camp Adifan for Jordan. Why we not see the natural resources in Jordan? We are always there for peace. We are always, because the whole world, they rely on US Army. They rely on US Marines. So that's why we are always out there to support. We haven't fought war in a very long time. Maybe the last time we fought war, maybe it's the Vietnamese time. We haven't fought war. Any place we go to is for peacekeeping. We are supporting because the whole country depend, not like all those Chinese when they come to America, where they call it suffer. Chinese is good. They are coming to America to do paper. Have you seen any Americans going to Chinese to do paper? On our mouths. America is the greatest country. So respect Mr. President. We are not going to Nigeria to fight the innocent people. Mr. President is sending the troops there to stop terrorism, to stop genocide, to stop kidnapping. They are not going there to fight Nigeria. All this I say, all this one boy portable, all those Mr. Jollof, they tell those gege, those idiots, those illiterates, those na pastor, those show with all of them. They are going there to support the masses, people that have been taken advantage of. Now we don't go in the military, we know the work. We know the work. But it's my journey here, so I just make a clear and doubt. US Army strong, fight for the right, and the army is rolling along. And it's IIA, the army's on his way. Stand on the kid is not as strong. If it every go, you will always know that the army is rolling along. God tell their father. Now we gonna be the US Army, not be all those nonsense that they say, all those Nigerian that they say, we don't know anything about the army. God tell their father, fake army, what?
Security consultant in the country is giving perspectives on the implication of Donald Trump's message to Nigeria and the killings in the country. The question I asked earlier before we went on that break, that statement, should he be scaring the terrorists and those criminals, or why should anybody be afraid when Donald Trump said he's coming to flush out those who are killing Nigerians?
Well, for the terrorists, it should be scary to them. But as a nation, it should not be scary to us. We should not be talking from point of weakness, but from point of strength. And that's why I say if we should also be mindful of what we are saying in terms of discussion, like analysts, prominent figures, what they say. People say US cannot do anything. Others will say Nigeria will withstand them. Both governments, I believe, are also monitoring what is going on to inform their decisions, the next line of action. So I think we should be also cautious when we discuss, especially very prominent people. And I think it's high time to the government looks at the two religious bodies, the Islamic, this committee head by Sultan of Sokoto and
the Peace Committee.
The Peace Committee and Archbishop Onaeko and all the rest of them. For both of them, the body should come and issue a statement that we are not actually witnessing a religious war, not targeted at Christians, even though Christians are being killed, mainly, especially in Plateau and Benue axis. But it should not be seen as a religious war, because we talk of genocide, it's not a state policy. The government is trying to do everything within its power to control it.
What do you think that this government really need to sit up in terms of the manner and the approach in tackling insecurity?
They need to get everybody involved, especially now that we're talking of the two major crises we have. We have insecurity, but the two major crises we have now is religious and political. We must face them squarely. The government should be deliberate in formulating policies and discussing this matter. The politicians should be also cautioned on their conduct, because most of their conduct are also generating this crisis. And in terms of the religious crisis, all parties must come together to ensure that there's peace in this country. Just to round up, Nigeria has survived a civil war. We cannot afford to survive another religious war.
Just let me take you on a tactical and an operational analysis. Let's take it and say, let's assume that Donald Trump actually wants to help, and he really wants to fight, help fight the terrorists. Procedurally, tactically speaking, operation-wise, how do you think a government of another country, or how do you think what do you think would be the approach of the American military? Is it going to be boots on the ground, or is it going to be remote offensive?
You see, for me, as a professional, I believe that this thing should come through collaboration at top level.
No, I'm saying that and I'm trying to prepare our minds for the worst case scenario. Let's not see it as though, let's take away the narrative of whether or not this is of bad intention. Let's assume, okay, this man yet behaves like a bully, but he has good intention. and whatever action is going to help us take out these terrorists, operation-wise and tactically speaking. Is it going to be an operation that will be remotely controlled from the United States via any kind of remote weaponry, or how do you think it will go?
Well, it's possible. If you remember that about a few years ago, when an American citizen was kidnapped in Niger and brought to, I think, Sokoto or Niger, that they came here, but in collaboration with our security forces to free the hostage. So I believe that we must sit down at a round table, discuss this issue. If he actually wants to help Nigeria to fight, we'll be collaborating. You remember that President Goodluck Jonathan then was also got some of these foreigners, mercenaries, we like to call them, from South Africa and all these things, to fight them. So we need the assistance of everybody, especially the international community, foreign powers, to assist us. But the way we are going, like you said, Trump does whatever it takes he wants to do.
Because the reason why I'm asking, I know that America has about 11,000 or so satellites. They have over 200 military satellites. These satellites can sometimes be able to picture and drive down and see things as clearly as the color of your clothing, the complexion, and be able to, with precision, and they have precision weaponry to be able to take out any, to take an offensive from the United States, sitting in the in the Situation Room right there in Washington, D.C. And I'm saying that, can there be that kind of operation where we'll just be hearing bomb on the terrorists without any, or will there be a soldier, American soldiers on the ground if Trump were to deploy the Department of War?
The only thing he can deploy is technology. He can't bring in his soldiers and the military to Nigerian soil. Nigeria is a sovereign state. Don't also forget.
Can he use the bases around? There's no U.S. base in Nigeria, but there are U.S. bases in some parts of countries around us.
They can use any of their bases. But you see, they should also be careful. You remember the case between Ukraine and Russia. Russia thought it was going to be a walkover, maybe a few days, and it has lasted years.
All right.
So we cannot underestimate the power of Nigeria with the support of other superpowers.
The China knows that once US invades Nigeria, that they are going to be exposed and they are going to also lose that grip they have in Nigeria. Because I believe that China, and I'm beginning to feel that China have this grip on Nigerians where they cannot even know the right from the wrong. Because I don't see reasons why they should be allowing illegal miners to come and mine our resources, and also they will come and tell us that we don't have money, that we are poor, and they will keep on borrowing from the same China. This shows that something is really going on the ground, and that is what US want to put an end to. But China is against it because of what they are benefiting. So let me tell you, some people that think that Trump is after our resources, Trump is not after our resources, because the same our resources are being illegally mined and stolen by the same China people that claim that they want to see the betterment of Nigeria. So this is what is happening in Nigeria as of today, and Trump and his team are very serious. Every day by day, they keep on sending warning. It's either the government of Nigeria stop the buying of Christians in Nigeria and also work on the issue of insecurity, or they will invade Nigeria. And he have said it that they're going to use either air or ground, that any means possible to put an end to the insecurities happening in Nigeria. So this is the promise Trump gave to the Nigerian government, that they need to act fast, or them will come and act. And if they act, it's not going to be funny, because it's going to be like a riot, because no Christian have a mark on their head, so they will not know who is a Christian or a Muslim. So that will be a major issue. So it's now in the balls of and the court of our government. Better do the right thing before Trump and his teammates enters Nigeria. But let me get your views in the comment section. You can always add your views, and if you have any, you can subscribe to our channel. See you guys in my next video.